Hey guitar buddies, that was the Cream classic Strange Brew. So I'm starting on an A7 chord. So just twice picking the bottom string and then just hitting the chord. And then between each chord I always play D, E, G, G, A. So I hammer from 5 to 7 on the A string, then 5, 5 on the D string, hammer to 7. So and then I swap to a D7. So I'm just changing the root note to the 5th string and then strumming the chord just like the A7. Then playing the same riff. Back to A7. Then we've got an E7 sharp 9, the classic Hendrix chord. So that's 7 on A, 6 on D, 7 on G, 8 on B. Then again. So. And then we move that chord down, going back to a D now, but now we're playing it instead of D7 as D7 sharp 9. So we're just taking that shape and moving it to 5, 4, 5, 6. And that's the sequence that plays over the intro and guitar solo. On the verses, there's just one small change. Instead of playing the A 4 times at the start, it goes A to the D7 for 1, then back to the A for 2. So instead of 4 A's, 4 A7s, it's A7, D7, then 2 A7s, then back to D7, just the same as before, back to A7, E7 sharp 9. So that's just a small change in the verses compared to the intro and solo. So next we'll take a look at the intro and solo parts. The intro and solo are based around the A blues scale. I'm starting with a hammer from 8 to 10, G to A on the B string. Then again hammer to 10, back to 8, so A, G. Then we've got a quick slide from E to D. So 9 to 7 on the G string. And then we've got C, D, C, and a little pull. So we usually give a pull on that C note on 5. So 5, 7, 5. Okay, and then we got classic blues lick, a bend on a D on 7 on the G string, release, pull off to 5, land on A on 7 on the D string. Then we've got, we're playing CA and CA again, so it's 8, 10. 8, 10 on the E and B strings. Then G, C, A, 8, 8, 10 on the same strings. Slide down to that D from 9. And then again a little pull on that C and land on an A. Then we've got a little slide from D to E. So 7 to 9, 8, 8, and then 10. 8 on B and E. So G, C, A, like kind of a snappy G. Then we've got Strange Brew, killing what's inside of you. So then I'm playing a bend from D to E. So that's 7 on the G string, then A, E, 5, 5 on E and B, D, C, 7, 5, little pull, 7 on the D string, that's an A, and then an E on 7 on the A string. And that's the intro. I really love the phrase that starts the solo. It's got this really big, unexpected bend. So we're bending up to a G from a D. So we're bending all that way up, 2.5 tones. Okay, so normally we bend a tone, but now we're bending twice that plus a semitone. Okay, so we're bending from 15 all the way up to 20. And it's kind of a slow, sort of snappy bend. So we play 14 on the G string, A, and C on 13 on the B string. Then on that 15, which is the D, you push that right up to there. Okay, so you could cheat, and it's not really cheating, it still works. Instead of having to bend it 2.5 tones, you can get away with bending 1.5 tones by just playing A, C, and instead of 15 and bending, because it's a big old bend, go into 17 and you've only got to bend it 3 semitones rather than 5. Okay, so entirely your choice. But I do like that big bend, that big kind of push up. All right, and then we've got. So there I'm playing A on 14 on the G string. A couple of bends on a D. On we've got 15 there to 17. 13 on the B string. Back to the G string, 14. And a little push on the C, and a kind of little slide away. Okay, and then again I'm bending D to E on 15, release, 13, C, A, back to C. Okay, so then I'm sliding from D to E on 7 to 9 on the G string, G, C, so D to E, 8, 8, A on 10, back to 8, so that slide again, that quick slide, down to 5, and an A. Then we've got this major third, we're hammering from 5 to 6, and then A to G. So we're going C to C sharp, major third from minor third, A to G on 8. And then we've got so then I'm playing A, C, D. So we're back up to this position. 14, 13, 15 on G and B. I'm using my second finger to bend to that D. So I'm bending on 13 and then C, D, C, D, C, A. So it's just 13 and 15 there to 14. Then we got just going down the scale, down the blues scale, A, G, E, D, C, A, E. So that's 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 7. Great solo. Love that big bend at the start. And for all the extra little licks, you can just improvise around using the A blues scale. So lots of fun to be had with that song. And thanks for watching, buddies. Cheers.